Hello everybody, I'm Nina Hartley and this is Tuesdays with Nina, and I want to take just 1 second to thank everyone for sending in some really great questions. And if Tuesdays with Nina is any good at all, it's because you are sending me your concerns and questions and wonderings, and I get really interesting, varied things to talk about. So thank you. So today's question is from a woman, and let's see, her boyfriend is bipolar and does take meds, and he has subsequent erectile dysfunction, or ED, and he needs constant sexual attention to stay hard. The only way for him to come is cowgirl, which keeps him very stimulated, but she does not get off this way, and she says she can barely feel it. She has a quote-unquote difficult orgasm and wants to know, help, what can she do? First, the most important thing is congratulations to both of you for really working on keeping a sexual connection even with the ED and the bipolar and probably the meds he's on. Often what couples do, because sex is difficult in these situations and not quite as urgent, they go, oh, well, I'll wait till I really want it. But of course, with the meds, you're never going to really want it. So good for you for persevering and getting it to go and finding a way for him to have an orgasm. So of course, the most reliable thing is when it's time for him to come, go ahead and get on top of him and give him his orgasm. You know, why? If it works and it's consistent, yay. Now, like me, you are a difficult, hard orgasm, and depending on how much he can stay awake and alert, with my husband and me, we'll get him off first usually, and then I will, by that time, be quite aroused. I won't need a whole lot of attention, and so before he just crashes asleep after his orgasm, he will help me get off with the vibrator. But if your boyfriend is one of those that falls asleep immediately after having an orgasm, go ahead and change it up and do whatever it takes to get you to get off and leave his dick out of it for a minute, and don't worry about it. So there's that. There is finding other ways for you to have orgasms without penis penetration, which is certainly fine. There's thigh harnesses. There are strap-on harnesses that men can wear and use a fake dick on you, but still fuck in a traditional fashion. There is using his hands or handheld toys while you masturbate or use a vibrator on your clitoris. There is certainly obviously oral sex from him to you. There's masturbation from you to you while you perhaps give him oral sex or those kinds of things. So once we get past the idea that sex equals what they call PIV, penis in vagina, intercourse, as the only thing sex is, and we create the notion that whatever we do when we're naked together that's fun and pleasurable equals sex, then it's a lot less pressure on everybody, because there's a little intercourse, a little oral sex, a little toys, a little masturbation, a little strap-on work, a little vibrator, a little kissing, a little intercourse. It goes round and around. And so taking the attention and the pressure off of his penis to have to work for you to have your orgasm makes it more likely that his penis will say, you know what, yeah, I'll come out and play today. And the more different ways you learn how to accept stimulation besides his penis, then you can relax, and maybe you might find that you're less of a hard orgasm than you think you might be. That being said, if you need a vibrator, girlfriend, use a vibrator. I'm a Hitachi dependent, and I admit it. My name's Nina Hartley, and I need my Hitachi. I don't need it for very long sometimes, but I need it. It would just take so long to get off otherwise that I start feeling pressure. I have the female equivalent of ED sometimes, which is if a partner wants me to come for them. So make your orgasm something that you get to eventually. So what I do at home is I'll have some stimulation and calm down. Some more stimulation and get a little closer. Some more stimulation and get a little closer. And eventually I'll have backed up my orgasm spring enough that when I come, wow, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. But it does not come easily. And we have a regular partner who, in the space it takes for my husband and me to come once each, she's had 10 orgasms. Some with a vibrator, some without a vibrator. Some for intercourse, some from other things. Women are different. So, to recap, Good for you for keeping with it and trying to find new ways. I encourage you to find more new ways and find ways to use your hands on each other, for him to use his hands on you, and help instruct him on how to use handheld toys. A thigh harness is a way that he can penetrate you vigorously without his penis having to be involved. There are strap-on harnesses for men to wear, so they can use a toy on you but still fuck in a conventional manner. And obviously there is oral sex. But the main thing is keeping open to different ways of pleasuring each other. And if cowgirl gets him off every time, go ahead and give him cowgirl. Not every position feels equally good to everybody who does it. But if you don't hate it and he loves it, go ahead and give him what he loves for a bit, and then you can get yours, and rest assured that you have done your job and you get to lie back and enjoy the fruits of your labor, which would be hopefully a grateful and eager to please boyfriend. And one more time again, if he falls asleep right away, then get him halfway there, 3/4 of the way there, have him do you, and then you can finish him off in the way that pleases him most, and then you can relax and go to sleep. My name is Nina Hartley. This is Tuesdays with Nina, and send your questions to tuesdayswithnina@gmail.com, and the lovely Miss Victoria will forward them to me. So until next week, be happy and be sexy. Bye-bye.